private individual start a university. But when God speaks, He changes the laws of the nation. A small one becomes a mighty nation. When my father announced it, within a short time, the government of India, he never influenced the nation. We were little people at that time. My father we had a 2-bedroom house which was mortgaged. A 1963 old car. It was third-hand car. Used and used. Used and reused. That's all we had. And we had few people coming to our meetings. It was at that time the Lord speaks and says, my son, I want you to build a university in this nation. A small one, a mighty nation. Thank God for that one word of prophecy. One word of prophecy. That's all we need to become a mighty nation. That one word from God. That's all we need to become 1,000. That's the mercy of God. That's the key. And when we pray that word, it comes as a fire. And nobody can stop it. The Lord Himself goes before us. Demon falls, Satan falls, and every blessing comes. God says, you're my beloved son. You're my beloved son. Don't be afraid. Paul, you're in the shipwreck. Don't be afraid. I am with you. Daniel, you're in the lion's den. Don't be afraid. I am with you. Joseph, you're in the prison. Don't be afraid. I am with you. I will open the door. The prophetic word that is in you shall work for you. Shall work for you. And amazingly, the government of India passed the law that private individuals could start universities in India. God changes the laws. Many are worried about this nation. But the word that God gives you shall change this nation. Hallelujah. And you shall be there to fulfill this mission from God. But He takes us to the dust before you get that word. And then, as my father announced it, naturally, people who knew the scriptures rose up and said, now he's going to do business. He's preaching the gospel. Now he wants to start a university and make money. But we didn't have any money. And there were no people to give money and get educated because the government was giving all the money and educating people. Nobody was willing to pay money and get an education. You have to sustain them without any money in your hand. That's how it is. 5 loaves and 2 fish. But you have to feed the millions, feed the thousands. But you will feed them. When God speaks to you to do it. As you take that 5 loaves, it multiplies. It multiplies. It's supernatural.